Hello.
Hello.
Share it.
Come on in. Come on in. Welcome to October.
We have already two people watching. Welcome.
Welcome. Come on in. We're just doing all our little housekeeping again.
So now we're on. Perfect.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good to see you all. How's everyone doing? as both of us take a deep breath.
So what we can do as well, Antoinette, just introduce ourselves for a moment.
Absolutely.
You want to start?
Okay, let's start. So for those of you that don't know me, my name's Antoinette Thompson and I'm an intuitive healer and writer. And Kaija from Heart to Heart.
Yes.
So we do these monthly live readings for you all, and we do some intuitive guidance, energy sort of update. This month's topic is universal love, which we could all do a lot with at the moment. So we do these once a month, normally the first Sunday of the month. And then followed by normally the next Sunday, we do a wisdom gathering circle, which is a smaller group that we do on Zoom. Again, we do it together. So we run a little group where we dig deeper into the topic, and we do meditations, we do journaling, we do whatever comes through with channeling. So that's a little group. So that'll be next Sunday at 7 p.m. Australia, Sydney time. If you would like to join that, you need to email either Kaija and I, and all the information will be in the descriptions for us to send you the Zoom link, so you're able to do that. So that's a private group. And
it's donation-based. So
and it's also via donation.
You can give what you can.
Whatever you can. We want to actually make it accessible for everybody. So we just wanted to talk briefly just about, for the people that are new, that are joining us, that don't know what we do. So basically, I'm an intuitive healer and I'm also a writer, and I have just recently finished my own card deck, which is called Pain to Purpose, and it's in production at the moment. So hopefully we'll be out and about soon. I'll be using my deck tonight as one of the card decks that I'll be doing the readings from. So basically, so intuitive healing is healing via intuition. So it's all personally guided, and I tune into your guides, and I'm able to channel the messages about what you need to do. So what I need to do to support you and to help you. So I do some energy alignment, chakra balancing, aura work, I do past life work, I do numerology, I do a lot of different things. I've got a lot of different tools in my toolkit. So whatever I'm being guided to use, that's what I will use during the session. So if you would like some more information about my services, you can either look on the Facebook page or go to my website, www.antoinettethompson.com. You will also find a page there where you're able to pre-order my deck as well. So I shall pass over to Kaija so she can talk a little bit about what services she offers.
Thank you, Antoinette. First of all, I can say that I got the honor and the pleasure, and I had some sessions by Antoinette, and they were life-changing, really. So when I have big blocks and deep past life problems, and revealed not only very supporting the healing journey, is also revealing gifts. So, and then I would like to say something to everybody who's already here before I introduce myself. Please write in the comments not just a hello, but also I would like to get a reading. We need your permission. We don't do readings for anybody who is just there and waiting for a reading and saying, hello, I'm here. And from this moment on, the first one who is writing, I want a reading, will be the first one get a reading. So every comment before, it's nice to have them, really thank you. And I'm so hopeful. I saw that already a lot of comments. Just write that you would like to get a reading. And the first one, Clarissa, is the first one. So Zara, be quick, that you can go quick to bed with this comment that you would like to get a reading.
Please.
And well, to introduce myself, I'm Kaija. I have my page Heart to Heart. I have here my travel logo. And I at the moment I do another work as well. I work on film projects, and I'm in Croatia, what is really amazing. So I do two things. I do this film work, and I'm not so available for sessions at the moment because of that. But when I'm available, it will be again really fully in November, in the midst of November. I channel, I do paintings, personal paintings, and get informations for you. You can ask specific questions. I do energy work as well, and I will start card readings as well, mini readings I can send out via email and with sessions. And I open hearts. So that's what I do.
So between the two of us, we do a lot of things, and I am going to personally say Kaija is amazing at channeling. I've had paintings done for intuitive forecasts for the year. I have had ones done during the year, and recently she did some card readings for me, and I think we forget that obviously we can do card readings as well. So that's another service that we're able to do. So yes, so recently Kaija did a card reading for me, and it was spot on and amazing. So can't speak highly enough about how she works, and her abilities are just amazing. So
yeah.
So we're starting to make a list. So if you could please, like Kaija said, to give us permission, and we will read in the order of those permissions for the people for when people say, yes, I would please like a reading. So please go ahead and do that if you're on. We'll start making. We'll just say a hello to Vanessa, hello to Zara, hello Sandy, thank you for coming back. Hello Sita, hello Clarissa. And we'll get started just on the general intuitive update. Kaija, yeah.
You started, and I make the list, and then I give to you.
Awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
So we're just going to give a little bit of an insight into what we both channeled for October, and it was when I saw Kaija's painting, and the first thing I got was universal love. And October is going to be a month where, well, we've just come out of September. So September was all about closing cycles, and I don't know about you guys, but for me, I did actually close a few cycles, and it was very prominent in the sense of if you choose to. So we have to make the choice whether we wanted to close those cycles. And I felt like there was a lot of stagnant energy around, but as soon as October clicked over, I actually felt a shift. So I actually felt the shift a few days before October. So universal love came up when I saw Kaija's painting. It was the first thing that I thought of as the topic. And I'll just read to you the channeled message that I actually got when I was looking at that Kaija's painting about universal love in October. In the depths of your heart lie the seeds of love that will bloom to fill the hearts of others. From an open heart, miracles can happen. And when I first sent it to Kaija, she absolutely loved it, and she said, "Yes, yes, yes, yes. This is what the topic has to be," you know. And it was beautiful because there was this massive heart and this seed growing from the middle of the heart, and then it was all just rippling. So if you go on the pages, you'll be able to see that picture because that's what we used as an announcement. But it's the love that starts within us. It's that seed that starts within us that we can allow to grow, and it grows in from our heart and it goes out of our heart to other people, and that ripple effect is amazing. And given what's going on in the world and the unrest, and in Australia there's a lot of political unrest, there's a lot of rioting, there's a lot of protests, so there's a lot going on here in Australia and all over the world. So we need to look inside our hearts to find space and love, not only for ourselves but also for other people. So I'm just gonna. I did a little October picture with the world, and the world was encased in a heart, and I thought that's perfect. So these are a few of the themes that I actually channeled when I was thinking about October. Be present with yourself and others. Vulnerability is beautiful. Listening and holding space. Mutual respect is a big one. As we're finding a lot of different opinions and a lot of people, there's a lot of division in the world. And, we need to find mutual respect to understand and hold space for other people. Maintain a high vibration. There's going to be a lot of lower vibration issues going around us. So it's very important for us to maintain a high vibration and stay in that vibration and not absorb all that negative energy that is surrounding us. The recognition that we are one and to be together in harmony and truth. To love your shadow and not be afraid of your shadow, because it's in your shadow, that's where you grow. And to have new innovative ways from harmony and balance. And most of all, and the deer spirit, the deer that Kaija pulled out the card for October was deer, and it was all about being gentle. So, and universal love is built out for our own individual love. So we have to do everything we possibly can to love ourselves and be gentle with ourselves so that we can have that ripple effect and it will go out to the universe, so that we can harness that universal love that all of us so need in during these times, especially during these uncertain times. So there are just a few themes that are coming up for October. I'm going to pass over to Kaija and see if she would like to read her intuitive guidance that she received for October. Very much, in line. So over to you, Kaija, and I'll have a look at some more, and I'll continue with the comments.
Thank you, Antoinette. It was beautiful. So I can read the list until now.
Sure.
First, Lisa, then Sandy with a special question. I heard that, Sandy. Zara, Sita, and Vanessa, who had her birthday 2 days ago. So maybe
happy birthday,
happy birthday, Sandy.
We will.
Like something for, I don't know, a little reading for your next year, if you want to, for this new year.
Yeah, let's do that. If you'd like something specific, Vanessa, let us know.
Yes, and thank you, Antoinette. It was beautiful, your channeling.
Thank you.
Everybody new coming in, please write in the comments that you would like to get a reading. Give us permission. It's not about saying hello. It's just, please give me a reading. If you have a special question, write it down. And then I have my travel version of this painting I made back in January. It's my travel version of my logo. And it's really crazy. We are already here. So this is behind us. All this is behind us. The year is coming to an end. I don't know how you feel it. I had a feeling it was so fast this year, so intense, so full of a lot of stuff. And I channeled all the mini readings. They are about 2 minutes, 2 3 minutes. Back in January, it was the first time I did that. And so I forgot what I have channeled. This is like every month new, I get a surprise. What and how, and especially this month, I had the feeling this is so accurate of what's going on at the moment, what we need. So I will quickly read this and then we start with the readings. Antoinette told you, I pulled the card, the dear spirit, who said, bring a gentle touch. And I have the feeling we all need this. We all need this for ourselves and to give it to others and to get it from others. As I feel it, the energies of October are very tender and sweet, what is urgently needed. All what happened in the previous months worldwide on a collective level, the crushing of systems, the truths that have been revealed, leaded to a mass awakening. A lot of people will be very confused, deeply insecure and confronted with a lot of pain, mostly their own, unseen and untold, numbed and suppressed, until this moment of time. You know very well how that feels how dark life can become from one day to the next when you dive into your shadows and the barriers you have built up to protect yourself between you and your trauma are melting. And now you're asked and needed like never before with your experiences, with your wisdom, and most of all, with your love and compassion. Not to heal others, but to be there, present, to hold a safe space, while the other one dives into her or his own shadows and traumas. A lot of tears will flow this month. Water and emotions will play an important role in this month. And it is all about being gentle with ourselves, first of all, and for sure with others, to shine a light of love and compassion. We ask as well to stay firm in our power, to be in good contact with our wisdom, our inner voice, our guides. As we have to hold the vibration, the energy for so many in this month. And we are asked to trust. And to shine our light so bright to illuminate the darkness for those feeling it so intense. So this is also months where we should have a strong focus on self-care and healthy boundaries. What is really in sync with what you have channeled, Antoinette, I found. So
yeah, definitely. And not being afraid of our shadow, and things are going to start stirring up. The pace of things is stirring up, and everything's going to come up, and we're going to have reactions, and we're not going to be able to suppress those emotions anymore. And this is a lot of the work that I'm really drawn to is shadow work, and my deck is around shadow work, and how vulnerability is strength, and how, love your shadow because it's also part of you. So yeah, so we're just going to say that we're going to go at the 2 hours tonight. So, so if you're just joining, if you would like a reading, can you please put down in the comments that you would like a reading, and we're reading in the order of those comments. So, okay.
Yes, I can show you quickly. I will work with 2 card decks. The French one, Oracle de la Lune, Oracle of the Moon.
Oracle of the Moon.
And I bought a new one. This is 16 inches as well, but I bought the German version. I get international now. It's called, on German, Mystische Momente, and it's existing in English, and it's the Oracle of Mystical Moments by Katrin Waldstein.
It's beautiful.
Looking forward to this. And maybe I will do paintings as well. I have some things like this. I don't know. You can write a wish as well if you wish something special, special question. And if you leave it open, we will fill in. And Antoinette, you will work with what will you work?
I'm going to work with my deck. Since we're loving our shadow and my deck is all around pain to purpose, I'm going to work with my deck. And I also have another deck called the Muse Tarot, which I haven't worked a lot with, and I don't know how to read tarot, but I will read according to the pictures and whatever channeled messages come through. So if we'll work intuitively. If you don't put something specific, then we will work intuitively. I just asked Vanessa, since she had her birthday 2 days ago, does she want me to work out her personal year for her? Since she
said yes, she will love that. And Avi Morgan came in. Thank you, Avi, for being with us. You are the 6th one after Vanessa on the list, and you will get your reading. And then we start with Clarissa.
Mm-hmm. All right. Clarissa, I just think, do you know if Vanessa's put down her date of birth? Because I'm going to need that to work that out. Vanessa, can you please put that into the comments? Because I need your date of birth to work that personal year out.
And there's another one, Lauren K.
Hello, Lauren.
Lauren, you will be the 7th one after Avi, and you will get your reading.
And hello, Avi. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes. welcome to October.
Welcome to October, and welcome to this live event that we do once every month, the first Sunday of the month. So please, follow us, like our page, have a look at what we have to offer in terms of services as well. So, okay, Clarissa. Okay.
Yes.
Did you want to start or?
Yeah, I can start.
I can start, doesn't matter, whoever. We can swap.
I take the
Okay, I don't know if that's me that's frozen or Kaija. Hopefully it will come back soon. Bear with us, please. Kaija is actually away, so she's not.
I just read the name. I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, I like this. I've got the feeling.
Okay, you froze for a bit, but that's good. You're back.
I'm back?
Yes, you're back now.
Okay.
Okay.
If it is happening again, I will change the connection.
Okay.
Vanessa, you're following us since some time, and I've got the feeling when I got this card, something has shifted for you. The card is calling the Amazon. And I don't know you personally, but I know that you have gone through a lot of difficulties for yourself and concerning your husband. And what I get, that you already grabbed a bit of that, but October will bring you more of your power back, of like you getting ground again, what you have lost for some time, what made you feeling lost really. And there is something shifting in you. I don't know what happened, if you did work or if you just surrendered. It feels like you just surrendered to certain things and stopped fighting it and wanting it different. What brought you to a point of feeling yourself better and being better in yourself, feeling yourself better in a sense, really being much more with yourself and with what's going on in you. And see this warrior woman there. And for me, she is sending out things like from her heart. So see how it starts here. The flashes are going out from the heart. So she is really clear what she wants and what she don't want as well. And sending out really clear signals. And this is what I see for yourself as well. When you are in good contact with yourself and your heart, then this month you can move things by being very clear from your heart and strong, and you can move things and you can change things. And it's not when you wanted something for a long time, it came a bit from a place of complaining. And this is gone totally. It is here, it is gone. You know what you want, you know so much better what you don't want, and you go for it. But it's really beautiful, and you will reach people from this place when you come from this place in you, where you say clear, I'm not okay. I want to see my husband. I have the right. I don't see a problem. From this clear place of, yes, you have the right to see him. There is no problem. People tend to make problems there, and you were a bit desperate about that. But when you come from this place of your heart and your love for him and your love for yourself, and you're clear now and you want to see him, it is just an example. You might have other experiences as well. It might feel for you like miracle will happen, but it's in the end just you being clear and going with your heart wishes clear out, without defending people, without saying no, you're not right. It's just you want this, and you will move mountains and create miracles for yourself. Yeah, all these miracle. This is what I have. I give to Antoinette. I hope this is resonating. I found it beautiful.
It's a beautiful deck. The colors are
I
also
love that
beautiful. All right. When I as I'm shuffling, Clarissa, when I look at the card that Kaija pulled out, the thing that's really prominent to me is the circle is actually a yin and a yang.
Oh, yeah.
And the yin and the yang is all about balance. And Kaija was telling you about going from the heart. And the way I look at that, the circle is like, you know, the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. And it's exactly what Kaija was talking about, in the sense that there's those two parts of you that need to be balanced. So, you know, the way that I see it is the bottom one with the arrow, the archer, is like the defensive, the masculine, like the action, you know, you've got to solve problems, you know, you've got to program the routine and all of that. Whereas the top part to me is the more contemplative, Clarissa, like the more think before do. Going into your heart space, going into your emotions, going into your intuition. So, and it's funny because one of the themes was about balancing and being gentle and finding harmony and peace. And we have to find harmony and peace in ourselves first, so that we can then give that to the world. So it's a beautiful card that Kaija has actually drawn out. To me, it's very, very clear about the yin and the yang and the two different parts of you that are conflicting. So you need to go in and find that harmony within your heart space to be able to balance the action with the emotion and the thought. So it was just so prominent.
It's so interesting because on this card you have the reel on the other side on
right.
French. And it's talking exactly about what you're talking.
Okay.
Awesome. When you put too much yang energy, it's so interesting.
Awesome. We always marvel every month. Every month we have these beautiful synchronicities and like we have so much fun doing these, and we hope that you have fun as well, because it's like so much fun to just see how we synchronize. And how one person starts, you know, channeling, and then the next person gets a similar message. So you got to love the universe, right? Okay, Clarissa, this is the card. So this is a card from my deck, and it's called Spirit. So, wow. Yeah, so when you look at this one, there's a lot in this card. So it's about, so the actual phrase is, my spirit, my mischief, my play, away from me would steer. So for you, it's really important that you stay within that, like this is like a child, like an inner child, thinking about this massive toy box and how many toys she can potentially have in her toy box. So the key for you about universal love is bringing love back to the things that you love to do, and that will go out as a ripple effect. But it's like, look at the toys that you have, like, you know, all the toys that you have in your toolbox, and go back to that inner child and that spirit. And that spirit is within our heart space. It's not within our mind. You know, our mind is our ego. So we go back into that heart space and look at the things that you like, you know, that your spirit feels alive with, and the mischief in the sense of, you know, play, that inner child, and go back to those things that perhaps you didn't really experience so much when you were a child that you want to experience now. You know, we do a lot of healing, and a lot of people's first step is actually their inner child work, and going back and understanding that child and feeling love for that child, and not feeling judgment, you know, for what happened or what didn't happen, or what you experienced or what you didn't experience. So it's about going back to that gentleness of being that little Clarissa and loving her and embracing her and thinking like this, the picture in this is the child, and it doesn't have to, it's an adult thinking about the spirit, and our spirit is within our inner child and it's within our heart. So explore that beautiful toolbox, that beautiful toy box that you have. And when I drew this picture, I actually drew pictures of toys that I actually had when I was a child. So, and it's the connection that you have with that side of you, that playful, mischievous side of you that takes away, that is not so serious and not so challenged and not so, not strong, but being vulnerable at the same time, and not going straight into action. And I've got to do this, and this has got to be done, and I have to tell them to do this, or I don't have to tell. They can't do this and that. And just to take that step back and go into your pure essence in your heart space, in your spirit. And that will help you to find that love within yourself, and then it'll ripple out to everyone else that is around you. And that's what universal love is all about. So they want you to play this month, and they want you to connect with that spirit that you have, and that, balance up that masculine and the feminine, in the pictures, and look at all those beautiful stars and all that glitter. And I know that you love glitter and I know that you love dressing up. So embrace that part of yourself and just have fun with it, and maybe try not to take life so seriously. Can't do it.
Yeah, it's interesting. So I see this, what you have there in this sparkling, and when you say
that's right, it's like here and then this there,
like glitter and dressing up, and even when you're in lockdown, I don't know, maybe you're also in lockdown, just do it for yourself.
No, they're free up there. They're free.
Oh,
yeah, they're free. Better. No, they're free.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. Coming from a Sydney fighter. Congratulations. And I'm sure Vanessa would agree down in Victoria. So, but yeah,
okay.
Just have fun. So I'm just going to do a shout out to Joe. Joe is also with us. So thank you, Joe, for coming on.
Yeah, I just thought that
so good to see you.
To have permission for a reading to give her one.
Joe, if you'd like a reading, please write it in the comments for us so we can do a reading for you.
We would love to do that, but we need your permission. We don't do without permission.
That's right.
We don't do that.
That's right. Thank you, Clarissa. I hope that helps, and that's some guidance for you for October.
Yes, she wants to. Okay, so Joe, you're the 8th one after Avi and Lauren, just to let you know when it's your part.
Okay.
And we go on with Sandy, and Sandy has a special question.
Mm-hmm.
Sandy wants to know, I will read it here, so that what does the universe want me to know about the possibility of crossing paths again with the man I last crossed paths with 2 months ago, please?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
all right.
Okay. And we do that under the topic of universal love.
Yes. So again, finding love in our own world helps us grow in universal love. So okay. So for Sandy, I'll start this one.
Start this one.
So Sandy wants to know about, will she cross paths? I think this might have been the same question she asked last month. Don't know if there's been any developments, Sandy. Maybe there's been a few developments. Interesting. Okay.
Yes, I've got an interesting card as well.
So
wow.
Sandy, this is your card. So this is from my deck again. And this card is obviously, you can see it's so they want you to listen. So they're showing you the picture of, so there's two meanings that are coming through, 2 different messages that are coming through for you. So the phrase says, the sun's rays finally reached my ear. So with this drawing, the first message that I'm receiving is listen. Listen. And they're saying, listen to your own intuition. Listen to your heart. Listen to what you think is going on. So I don't know if there's been a development or something happened since last month, but I do remember that was the same question that you asked. I don't remember the reading because once we channel, it goes through us and then it's gone. That's how it works. However, it's to me it's also so one of the first messages is listen, about listening. Open your heart and listen. And it may also be referring to listen to the other person. I don't know if you have contact. If you, I think you're actually hoping to have contact. I don't know if that contact has actually happened or not. And that's what you're asking, if you will cross paths. They're really strong about the listening. Listen to yourself and listen to others. And I'm guessing that it may be a situation where you're able to listen to each other in terms of this man. So there may be a meeting coming in the sense that but they're really stressing about the listening. Now, the second message is around the yellow and the sun. So the sun is the masculine. So, the feminine is the sacral and the sun is the solar plexus, is the masculine. So there's a definite masculine component coming in. Whether or not that means that you will cross paths, they're not giving me information, but they're saying it's a possibility. Okay, they're saying it's a possibility. So it's interesting that there's these two messages here with the listening and also the yellow. And the yellow is all around solar plexus, like our masculine sits in our solar plexus. So maybe they're saying, okay, you need to do some inner work around your self-worth and your self-esteem as well, which is our masculine. So you've got about 3 different messages in the one card in this one. So listen, tune into your solar plexus. You may have trouble with your self-worth and you don't feel like you're deserving. So you need to do some inner work around self-love and self-acceptance, and this is a perfect month to do it and to be gentle with yourself and not judgmental. And then also, but I do feel a strong masculine component with this card. So there may be a possibility that you will cross paths sooner than what you think, but what they're telling me is you need to be ready. You need to be ready and to have that self-worth, to do that work around your self-esteem and your confidence in the meantime, so that you're able to get yourself to a point of being able to listen and believe and have faith and have trust. So, yeah, that's what I've got for you, Sandy. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. And I shall put over to Kaija and see what she can add with her card.
It's so interesting, Anna. Thank you very much. So I pulled a card from the Mystical Moment, a German card, and it is in German Freundschaft, what means friendship in English. And when I pulled it, I think, no, she will not like this. She will not like the point of friendship. And Sandy, there's an end, because it is so interesting. The information I got already when I listening to Antoinette and with this card is, I have the feeling you are deep longing, really a deep longing for a relationship, and you want this man to be the one. This is coming more from a point of being needy and a concept as well. And what you feel with this man, there's something special, and this is real. But what if you give yourself some time? What if you give yourself some time? And for me, it's not friendship, it's not the end of this connection. That friendship is a step. And with the information of Antoinette, that you might have a little bit of lack of self-confidence, like we all have. And I think everybody of us knows that when we make a new connection, that a lot of insecurity is popping up. Are we good enough? Are we beautiful enough? Small enough? Thin enough? I don't know. Are we good
Everything enough.
To name it, are we good enough? And what if you have a look? I don't know how to do that, actually. Maybe you take this pressure out from yourself that this has to be the one big romantic love story, and you can have a look from a point of friendship to get to know this man better, first of all. And I got the feeling you will cross paths soon as well as Antoinette, so he will not vanish. Don't panic about that. Don't be afraid about that. You will meet again, and if you, I don't know, if it's not by chance, if you have a date, something like that, can you sit down a moment before, or a long moment, more moments, and just breathe and feel into your heart and tell yourself, this is not about the one date who has decided everything. This is just to let him know better. To get so under the aspect of friendship, first of all. I know this is easily said and not so easy switched in ourselves when we have this longing for a romantic relationship. But see how beautiful these duos are together. How tender. And for me, this is the male energy here, the deer. And this one is carrying the woman. So what if you can relax? And they have a good connection to the universe. So he is really something going up and together. They both have this together. And what if you can approach him gentle like she is doing? Do you see this? How is this tender? She's nearly not. Where's my finger? There's the finger. Do you see her hand? This is not grabbing all. This is just making a gentle touch. And he's carrying her. So my feeling is, so what Antoinette said as well, so you go into yourself in your heart and feel in your heart what you need really at this moment of time. Is it first date, first kiss, or is it really first date, talking, getting more stability in yourself, being in contact with him, getting to know him better? You know, just I started a relationship, a new one. I think I have to write about it, but I'm not yet there. And we have so many layers of glasses at the beginning, and one is a really big rose one. And the other one has a big rose one as well. And we have our flaws and trauma and our history. And we are not perfect. He's not perfect as well. You are not perfect. You don't have to show up perfect. And it's a long way to go to the point where we can show up vulnerable, and then real connection can take place. So what I get really strongly, give yourself time.
Yeah.
With my card and with Antoinette's information as well. Give yourself time, and he will not vanish. Maybe you can listen to that. He will not vanish. You have time. But it's your choice to give yourself time or to rush in with all this hurry and all what's going on.
Yeah, I agree. It's nothing, it's something that you have to build slowly, but you have to build some more confidence within yourself, Sandy, because it's not, like Kaija said, it can't be a dependency thing. Like you have to have that inner strength and that inner love for yourself before you can go to that point where you're going to give your love to someone else. And it will happen slowly, but it's important to listen. The ear is very, very prominent. So it's going to be just not listening to yourself, but also listening to the other person.
Yeah. And really listen to these informations. You have the time.
Don't panic.
This time, no panic. You have the time, and you can give yourself, like a gift to yourself, to explore that. He will not vanish. And what I had something important what Mia said. Listen to yourself, listen to him as well, listen really, and listen really.
Yeah, really listen. Like not
with
just.
He's just amazing person, and having this filter, everything he's saying is amazing. He's just a human being like you. He's cooking with water like you.
Yeah.
And yeah, what's something important, you don't have to do all your inner work before you can meet him. With this becoming confident, this can get parallel.
You can do it together.
Yes, for yourself and with him or in contact with him. So it's not about you have to have hundreds of sessions now to get ready to meet him.
No, it's a journey
just to
together.
feel what's going on in you before you meet him, when you meet him. And it's even not to talk about this in the first moment, but to be aware, and this is his listening, aware of how excited you are, how troubled, how insecure, how everything, and breathe and then feel. I just can give you a very practical advice. When you sit with him somewhere and you have the feeling you're so overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, just breathe and feel your feet on the ground. Concentrate on your feet and the ground, and you're safe. The ground is under your feet. Okay.
Mother Earth will hold you. Mother Earth will hold you.
Ever, 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 ever.
You know, and it's good because masculine is all about grounding as well. So it's all about coming into the space from a space of not being too excited or too overwhelmed or too worrying about what did I say? What did I say? You know, am I going to keep seeing? Is he going to keep seeing me? Does he want to see me? You know, and all that we all go through. You know, so it's coming from a place of calm. They're telling me a place of calm. And of course you can journey together and heal together and but I think it's like they want you to do this initial step of using this information to just sit and listen and be in a space of calm before you actually have that. I don't know if this is the first contact, the second contact, or how much contact you've had. I get the feeling you haven't had a lot of contact. So it's really new. But to be in that space of calmness and harmony.
And out of the head into the heart, again and again. When he is going crazy and breathing into the heart again.
And balance again and calmness and peace and find that.
They are connected.
Yeah.
There's a connection. Don't worry. And they give me, I should tell you, don't worry, don't panic, don't worry, don't panic. As well.
Yeah.
All as well.
Because I can also feel the anticipation and I want it now, It's been too long, you know, and you know, when we have those constraints around something, most of the time it doesn't happen. You know, we have to surrender. So, and believe that the universe has got our back and it will happen if it's meant to happen when it's meant to happen. So
yes, trust. Okay.
Thank you, Sandy.
Good luck.
Good luck.
So the next is Sarah, and I have to admit I have to go quickly to the toilet.
Okay, no problem.
You can start.
Okay, I'll start with Zara. Hey, Zara, folding laundry. Hope you're well. Okay, Zara, I think you just asked for whatever is guided, and I know how much you want to receive my deck, so I'm going to do a card from my deck for you. Card for Zara. What does she need to know about universal love? What does she need to know in October? Okay, Zara. Your card is vibration. So one of the themes for October that I read out was about maintaining a high vibration. And for you, I feel this is really, really important for you right now. And I know that you've gone through some closing or attempting to close some cycles at least. And it's important now to stay in your energy. That's what they're telling me. Stay in your energy. Your energy and vibration are always there. So know that you need to stay in your space. you're gonna have like a bit of temptation to go back, like we all do, because it's also very easy to go back into an old pattern. I mean, it's something that we're used to, because like we do it over and over and over again. So for us, and September was a huge month about closing cycles and moving, and October is the energy of the number one is all about new beginnings. So bringing in new things, being a leader, being innovative, being constructive. So your vibration is really, really important. So, so it's really going to be a case for you of grounding, but then also being in the vibration of the universe and source energy. But I feel like it's going to be a month of time for you to really sit in your own energy and just have a time of restoring that vibration and all the shifts that are happening, on an individual and a universal level as well. So it can become very ungrounding and very chaotic, and where am I going here? Where am I going there? And I'll be the first one to say that the energy here in Sydney at the moment is just changing from minute to minute. So it's just like it's really difficult to ground. And they really want you to maintain your vibration. So in the times that you're feeling yourself perhaps slipping into an old thought pattern or an old belief system, or they want me to say the word pining. Yeah. So it's also the realization, like the phrase says, your energy and vibration are always there. So I think it's also in relation to knowing that certain connections cannot be broken. The energy of that person is always going to be with you, but it doesn't mean that you will be with them in person, in the physical sense. And this month for you is extremely important for you to ground, to be in that energy, stay in that energy. You've done the work around it, but like everything, it's very easy to just sway, to sway again and start thinking, and then being judgmental about yourself. So they really want you. So, in this picture, we see the masculine and the feminine intertwining. So, and we're connected to source and we're connected to earth. And it's really, really important for you to stay in that vibration and realize that you need to stay grounded. You need to stay in your space. You need to stay. You've done the work. They're saying you need to stay. You need to stay. They keep on repeating. You need to stay at that high vibration and not allow any external factors to bring you down, or they may even be people to bring you down. It's going to be, sorry, but it's going to be a bit of a challenge in terms of maintaining it. But they're really, really adamant that you need, look at all the work that you've done, and if you feel yourself, slipping or going back to an old pattern or a belief system that you have around yourself, not so much around someone else, know that you've done the work and try to maintain that vibration that is going to hold you and support you, rather than allowing that lower vibration or that distortion to come in and actually spin you around again. So it's going to be a month of holding your space for you, Zara, and maintaining that high vibration, that shift that you've been able to achieve, that I have a feeling that you're connecting to now and again. And then it just goes like, I want to go back and forth, back and forth. That's what my body wants to do with the energy. But it's going to be very important for you to maintain your connection to Source and your connection to Mother Earth and stay grounded and strong and clear, so that you're able to channel. We know that you're an amazing channeler. So you're able to channel your intuition and actually allow your intuition to guide you through the month. So that's your card, Zara. So Kai will have a card for you now too. Thank you for staying up again. We love you. Okay, you're muted. You're muted.
I muted myself to go to the toilet.
You did.
So I actually, thank you, Antoinette. I have two cards popping out. I will show you one after the other one. And I think this is interesting because Antoinette showed what you need, and this is how you can get there. So the first
beautiful.
one, it's Natürlichkeit on German. It's being natural, naturality. And I just when I saw those cards, because it's number 7, and then the number 8 were popping out, and it's being confident. And have a look for these flowers and the both woman. And for me, it's a way. It's a way. The first one is this naturality, and this is what I have a feeling will help you to keep in your vibration and not popping out, is being natural. It's what throws you out from time to time is that you have still, it's not much, but a little concept of how a perfect Sarah has to be. And when you step in that, then you lose yourself. You lose your natural being you. It's not coming along often, and it doesn't stay for a long time. But sometimes, and it's for sure in moments when you're overwhelmed or when it's too much or stressed, then this behavior pattern is coming along to being the perfect Sarah, having everything under control, instead of just, see this woman, stopping everything and saying, okay, I feel, and you know it very well when you go out of alignment with yourself. You know it so well in the meantime. And instead of going there, even when you went there for a moment, then just taking a moment for yourself, breathing and connecting with nature. I think those cards are telling us connecting with nature. I see you really with flowers. I had the carrots coming up as well. I don't know if you have planted them in the meantime. So we have full moon next week. It's a good time to planting seeds if you haven't yet, even when it's winter. So just when you feel that, when you have like this red light, oh, there are attention, going out of alignment, everything's too much. Then taking a moment for yourself and breathing and feeling your feet on the ground, or sitting in the autumn sun, or whatever you can do, what helps you to come back to yourself. And this will lead to that. Uppsala, all the cars jumping around here. This will lead to that. Really feeling confident in yourself, and look at this energy of this woman, how she's going through the world, and she's not only, she is inhabiting the flower, she's still connecting with the flower, and she is the flower, she is her natural being, and in with nature, and she is creating miracles with every step and beauty around her. Your Taurus, your Venus being, your beautiful being, you love the beauty. And she is really creating that with every step. So this is what you are when you're in alignment, when you're in your vibration, when you hold your vibration. Yes. And this is interesting because Antoinette, you have these 2 strings, and it's like two cards, these two kinds of being together. When you go out of alignment, you need this moment to hold on to contact this. If you can, with flowers or with something beautiful, I would say, really, this will bring you always back to yourself when you connect with something beautiful, what you find beautiful. And then you are this, and full power, beauty, and going through the world and touching people and doing something to them, bringing them back to them, and being this example of how it is to live fully yourself. This is so needed at the moment, beauty. This is so needed that you are just being this beautiful being that you are, nothing else.
It's really close to the world, like Zara knows how.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is what I have for you. I hope this is helping you.
This helps. Thank you, Zara.
Have a beautiful night.
Have a good night. Have some good rest.
And thank you for being with us again.
Okay, so we have a few more people joining.
Yes, I saw this as well. There was Rima, but she didn't ask for a reading.
Yes, Rima, if you would like a reading, can you please give us permission to read for you? Just put it in the comments that you would like a reading. And we have Kavida. Yes, sorry if we're not pronouncing it correctly. Would like some guidance around, she's just lost her job and she would like some guidance around if there's a new job coming in. So we will add you to the list, Kavita. So just to explain, we're doing it in order of the people of commenting. So there are a few people ahead of you, but we will get to you towards.
You would be the 10th one after Kavita. Mm-hmm. And there are Katerina stepping in and Anka, she asked for a reading already, and Donovan as well. Katerina and Anka, if you would like to get a reading, we don't know. We will stop after 2 hours. This is in Germany, Europe, 12 a.m., p.m. So in 1 hour, and for you in Australia, it's
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Yeah.
So we will get you, but if you like a reading, please write it in the comments and give us permission. We don't give readings
without permission.
Without permission.
So we will try and get to you, but you know, we are only on for 2 hours, so we'll do our best.
Yes. The next one is Sita.
Sita. Okay. Sita wants to know what's next.
She wants to know what's next.
She wants to know what's next. Okay, Sita.
Let's have a look. No, not that one. I got one.
You go first.
Oh, wow. I got a beautiful card for you. And first information is, don't think about that. Don't stick too much in your head. It will happen anyway. Just surrender. The card is called Kaija, so Mother Earth. And what I see, I love this card. It's amazing. This is you. All is in you. You know, all. You have all. So the world is in you. And have a look how she is more looking inward than in the world, than outside. It's more like going in her, what is coming? It's inner power, inner wisdom, inner beauty. And while she is doing that, she's already sending it out, but she's not doing sending out. She is not doing. I know we gave you the information, just do it. And it's still for you, just do it and go for it, but not from a place of, again, not from a place of just the masculine energy. It's really interesting. This month is about balance. It's Libra time. It's by going inward, you will know by yourself what your next step is. By really going inward and feeling and listening to your inner voice, and you have a strong inner voice, it will be shown to you. Your soul, your heart, your guides, whoever will tell you what to do. And what you need is stepping out of your head and asking, what do I have to do on the outside? To ask, for example. Even it's great that you're here, but in a way you avoid to listen to yourself by asking other people. You avoid to going into your own richness, into your own wisdom. And what I feel, there's still a lot of insecurity, what is obvious and for sure when you step out. So I was shaking for a year with everything I was doing, giving out every article, everything I did. So it's not, don't ignore this insecurity and this being unsure and not knowing on this mind and masculine level how to go on. Don't ignore that. But while this is here and there, and there's a shaking and there's a how, and breathe in that and maybe let it fly away a bit, like these birds are flying away, and then go inwards again and ask yourself the same question, give it to yourself, and it will be revealed to you. So I give to Antoinette. This is what I got.
So I'm having a little giggle, Sita, because, and it's not about the question that you asked, it's about the card that I pulled out. Mother Gaia.
Gaia, what interesting. Wow.
So, when we hold up the two cards, and as soon as it came out and Kaija said it was called Gaia, I had a chuckle because this is from my deck, but it's also Mother. And it's very similar in that, the grounding here and then the green and also the blue. And that is incredible. That is just crazy synchronicity happening. So listening to what Kaija was saying, to me, so this card is a few things, and it says, but the role of mother takes many forms. So with you, within this particular reading, this card to me is shouting out about divine feminine, all about divine feminine, and that kundalini, that rises, that sits dormant and then rises as we start, increasing our vibration and moving into and shifting into different frequencies. And it's all about going within. And like what's next? It's like what Kaija said. It's like you want to ask every single other person about what's next except yourself. and it's like, and we all do that because I think it's maybe some insecurity, but it's like we know it, like we know from our intuition, but then it's like we need to get validation of our intuition by asking somebody else and then hoping that they're going to say the same thing that we're actually thinking so that we can get validation. So it's so unbelievable that the two cards are so similar in the same meaning, and the flame here, the fire. So it's about going within you and finding the fire within you. And it's not about so much doing. It's they want you to focus on the feminine, which is like, as you know, the emotions and the intuition and the creativity and the going within and your abilities. So they're really wanting, your guides are really wanting you to listen to yourself and actually know that divine feminine with you is rising. Like, the kundalini is starting to rise. And as it's rising, it's clearing, it's bringing up a lot, but it's also clearing a lot, through your chakra system. So it's almost like, when I look at that, it's the feminine with the tree of life, like it's talking about Gaia. So it's talking about the elements and, Mother Earth. And it's just so incredibly, like both of us are just shaking our heads because it's just incredible. I mean, I have 55 cards in my deck, and this card came out when, when Kaija brought out Gaia. So, but also, we often say it's, about the mother and looking at, but the role of mother takes many forms. So, there's Mother Earth, there's mother as in being a physical mother, there's mother as in caring for others, but not being biologically connected. So, they want you to expand your thought, on that and look at how you can be nurturing to yourself as well.
And I have to read quickly what's written here because
go ahead, because it's so crazy.
In French, I will translate it. Okay. The mother in you is giving herself and her love to others, but she needs to nourish herself. It's exactly what you said. It's so crazy.
It's so crazy. Thank you, universe.
And just a balance between outside and inside.
Yeah.
To resource yourself and your actions. It's written here.
Yeah. So to balance between the masculine and the feminine, and to focus maybe a little bit more on building the feminine and in going into that intuition rather than, what's next? I have to take action. Maybe, inaction is also an action. Like, when we want to make a decision and not making a decision is also a decision. So, we think we have a skew on, what is action and what's not action. But for now, they just want you to, that's unbelievable. That's like crazy what Kaija just read out, because it's pretty much exactly what, nurturing yourself and nurturing the mother within you. And the mother's always the compassionate and the feeling and the emotion and the nurturing and the understanding. Do that, offer that for yourself, and go in, and the answers are always within us. We just think that they're outside of us, but they're not. They're always within us. So I hope that helps, Sita. That's a beautiful moment of synchronicity. I love it. Thank you, Sita, for always supporting us.
Yes.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
I will quickly read the list because the people are...
Yes, just to let people know.
Yeah. The next one will be Vanessa, then Avi, Lauren, Joe, Kavita, Anka, and if we have still time, Katarina. So we will stop after 2 hours, as we did some readings 4 hours and we were exhausted. We decided it's 2 hours.
We'll do it.
So if it's not your turn this time, please come back next time.
Absolutely. We will be here next month as well.
So okay.
Vanessa. Kaija, do you want to start, and I'll just work out the numerology for her personal year?
I can start. Vanessa, you will get a French moon card as well for this new year of you, and happy birthday. I hope you have had a lovely birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. I know it was in lockdown. I hope you made the best that you could under the circumstances.
So this card came out for you, and it is healing.
Perfect.
I speak French instantly. This year will be amazing for you. There's something like you will give birth to a project, to something new, what is already in you. And for this moment of time now, October and next month, it's more really see what she has inside. She has the whole universe. All the chakras are in tune. She is very balanced. And as I understood, you're in lockdown at the moment as well, Antoinette, is it right?
Mm-hmm.
So use this time to go inward. Don't distract yourself too much with what's going on. See it more like it's perfect for you. what's going on out there is perfect for you to dive in, to reconnect really, and to come in inner balance, because this is what you need for this, what will come in your life, or what you will create. I don't know if you create it or if it's coming in your life, or it's both. It is, there will be something created through you. It's already existing here, it's already existing. And it needs to come to the earth, and it will come through you to the earth. And it needs you in full presence and balance. And this is what you ask at the moment, to really use this time when you're not allowed to go out, when you have to stay inside. Use it like a mirror to really stay inside yourself, to take time for yourself, to not distract yourself. Really important information. Meditate. I don't know if you can go in nature as well, but I will say it to everybody. If you go in nature whenever you can, connect with nature. Sit in nature, and you have spring coming now in Australia, so connect with the sun as well. Just sit in the sun if you like that. Feel the sun. How this it's like filling up, like your battery, filling up your inner batteries, and going inward. That's really strong information coming through. I will have a look what Antoinette has additional to that. And thank you for being here. And I become very quiet with this card.
There's a calmness.
That's very, 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 yes. And maybe something you don't know yet, you will find in yourself. It's like a place, like you're searching for this place for a long time outside, where you really feel at home, and you can find it inside yourself, and becoming so quiet. And out of this quietness and calmness, then you will like arise. So I give to Antoinette. Thank you, Vanessa, for being here.
Thank you, Kaija. Vanessa, so I went to draw a card out for you, and they said to me, no, not a card. And so hearing what I love it, again, the synchronicity. So I've worked out your personal year, Vanessa. And I know I've worked this out so many times, but I just don't remember. But anyway, you've started a new personal year now, because that's why I thought that I was being guided to work that out for you today rather than give you another card, because it's so in line with Kaija's card that's why another card wasn't needed. So your personal year is you started on your birthday just a couple of days back is a 7. And 7 is all about spirituality and introspection and going inward and in your own space, being still, being calm, being present. And I love the card because it's exactly what your personal year is going to be this year with your number 7. So it's about going in and spending time with yourself, which is really easy when it's lockdown. So it's because we can't, socialize with other people. But as Kaija said, there's also something new coming in, which is also around October as well. But there's something new, and it may be something to do with maybe you might want to study something new, or I think you've had something in the works in terms of you've had some idea about what you want to do, or there's been some clarity around that. So 7's also around, starting new projects or new study. And Kaija did actually mention about something new coming in. So it's beautiful that it's all aligning as it always does. The numbers always align. with having time to yourself and going within and just using the lockdown as a time for you to have stillness. They're saying to me stillness, because I think you already have an idea of where you want to go and what you want to do. And I think you've been exploring, playing with a few things. Maybe you might start doing a course or some sort of training that you're able to do perhaps online, during lockdown. But I also think it's very fitting that this personal year is for you, because it's at the moment you have the opportunity to do that. Like the universe is providing that place where you're able to go within and stay, because you're in lockdown like I am, stay within your space and stay within that stillness. So it's really about sitting with yourself, listening to the messages that you're getting. And if you look at, the colour on top of the card, it's just all this beautiful golden light. So connect to source. And I don't know if you meditate or you don't meditate, but there's different forms of meditation. You don't have to sit there and meditate. I believe but just being in nature is meditation, or just, reading is meditation, whatever. But I really feel like it's the energy that I'm picking up and tuning in is very calm, it's very balanced, it's very in harmony, and it's very, it's almost like I don't need anything external. I have everything within me, and I just need to sit in that space and just let yourself absorb it. And it's going to be a beautiful introspection spiritual year for you, this personal year that you've just started. And I quickly worked out the personal month for you, and the personal month is a number 8. So it's all about personal power. So in your introspection and in spending time on your own, you will start to get in touch with that personal power that perhaps you've given away before. So it's about reclaiming those parts of you, those soul fragments that you've actually given away in the past. So it's all coming together. They're saying to me, it's all coming together. And it's a time where you just sit and you bring all the pieces together in that stillness and in that quiet time for you to be able to move forward to these new projects and new things that are on the horizon for you, Vanessa. So it feels like a quiet time, but also a very exciting time, because you're coming back to yourself. You're coming back to your essence after years of not being able to find that personal power within yourself. So yes, I love it how it aligns again. So it's beautiful. Thank you, Vanessa. I hope that helps. And best of luck for everything. Okay.
So we come to Avi.
Avi. Thank you for joining us, Avi. You're new here.
You want to start, Antoinette?
Yes. Why not? Okay. So Avi, did she just want just guidance? I'm just trying to find if she had a specific question.
What would a relationship with Ben be like? Is he a good match for me? Very specific question.
Okay, so she wants to know about a relationship?
About Ben.
Ben, okay.
But what would a relationship with Ben be like? Is he a good match for me?
Okay. All right, Avi.
They are not really now for the moment in a relationship, but we will see what's going on.
All right, I'm thinking I need to go to this deck for you, Avi. So I'm going to use the Muse Tarot. Okay. So Avi would like to know if Ben is a good match for her, and I'm throwing cards around everywhere. Just excuse me.
And I can tell you, Avi, we will not ask questions about Ben because we are not allowed. Just having a look what's inside you towards him.
Okay, Amy. Yeah, so like I said, we can't talk about Ben because we don't have permission from him to do a reading, but we can talk about your perspective. So this is the card that I've pulled for you, Avi. So the first thing that I see is like it's the White Knight. So I don't actually read tarot, but it says Knight of Emotions. So I'm going to go based on the picture and what I'm channeling at the same time. So this is like, to me, like this is like a spiral, and I know that there is a spiritual meaning for these types of shells. But to me, it's like something growing. It's like if you look, it's sort of like starting from here. But the biggest thing I see is the horse. Like, and the first thing is a white knight. So I feel like you really, I want to say, perhaps you think highly of him, and you think of him as your Prince Charming. Like, and there's a lot of romantic ideas going on. So I'm presuming you're not together yet, but you would like to be. So I'm just the emotion, there's a lot of emotion, and I feel like you're really anticipating, and really where you are is you're just full of emotion, and it's a very, very romantic perception, I want to say, that you have with this man. And it's like he's going to be your knight in shining armor that's going to come in on his white horse. But I feel like they want you to they're saying settle, but not settle. They want you to balance those emotions. Like they really want, because I'm feeling that there's a lot of almost anxiety, because there's so much anticipation. Like I'm feeling like there's a lot of anticipation, and there's a lot of excitement, and it's funny that this card came out, because all the connotations we get with the knight in shining, the coming in on a white horse and saving you, and all that society teaches us about. He's gonna sweep you off your feet, and he's gonna pick you up, and he's gonna put you on the horse, and it's happily ever after, and all of this. And I think your guides are a little bit worried. They're a little bit cautious, and they want you to be a little bit more grounded in your emotions about it. Like to me, like the white horse is like a huge romanticized perception. Whereas they're saying to me that we want her to be a bit more grounded. Like we want you to be, not to take away from, excitement and anticipation, not that at all, but they just want you to actually ground. But and then to me it's like this, it almost looks like a spot. There's a lot of green. So there's a lot of green, and the green is about the heart space, but there's also a lot of gold. And it's like, to me, this is like a horn, as if it's a horn coming out and it's connecting to source. So it's like, okay, just get the information, be able to sit with it, be able to think, from a grounded space. And then there's, this is like, because there's so much adventure here, I want to say. Like there's so much adventure.
The card is called Adventure.
Oh, there you go.
So crazy.
So crazy. But it's so beautiful. Like I'm looking at this and there's so much happening. Like the horse is coming in and he's galloping in and there's water flying everywhere, and there's, you know, water is a symbol of emotions, you know, so there's water flying everywhere, and I just feel like it's all happening so fast, and it's just like, you know, and it's just this big adventure, like, you know, it's just like, come on, you know, I'm taking you away, come up on my horse, and we're off into the sunset, like. So I love it when I say adventure and the card is adventure. So yeah, but at the same time, I don't want to put a damper on it and say, you know, that it won't be an adventure, because everything is an adventure in life, you know, of one sort or another. But your guides are just wanting you to, like, you know, just calm into it and not be so drawn into the whole romanticized, you know, context that seems to be around it. So I'm now with that, now knowing that I've said the word of the card that Kaija has pulled out, I will put over to Kaija and see what else.
Thank you, Angela. It is so crazy because this card is really green based. You don't see it here. It's more, and it's in German it's Abenteuer, it's adventure, and it's also going up, you know, with these balloons. And what I feel, so that the biggest adventure with this man, it's going on in you. And he or through him, you are invited to go on an adventure. And it might be shown up on the outside as well, but the biggest adventure will go on in you, to explore new sides of yourself, to be challenged. To be challenged in yourself as well, to open up to places in yourself you never have opened up before, and there's a lot of excitement, but there will be a lot of trouble as well. And he's just like the person who is pushing the button, but the button is your button. And when I connect to you, I can feel you have one side, you're so happy, you love adventures. And another side, you're really afraid to go to this. And for me, it's just the first step to recognize and to be aware of these both sides. One side that says, no, I better not go there. I better not get to know him better, because this will trouble me. This will be an adventure. And the other side in yourself who says, yes, this is perfect. I would like to get know myself better. I would like to get other parts of myself better. And obviously this is the one who will bring me there, or who will push the right buttons, who will provide what I need to go on an adventure. And for me, it's just go inside yourself and go in contact with both these parts in you, and they are really equally strong. And be aware of those and speak with them, and say to the one who is so afraid to go out of the comfort zone and to make new experience, say, yes, I hear you, and I know, and I take you by the hand. I take my fear by the hand, going on this adventurous ride. And for me, it's both. When I saw this card of Antoinette, and I'd already pulled this one, I was so, yeah, perfect, great. And have a look on this card. With Antoinette, there's a lot of power in this horse as well, I found. And I got goosebumps when you were speaking and seeing this card. There's really there's a gift in this connection for you to explore yourself new. And this is never easy, and it is amazing, because you can explore really parts and sides of you who were really hidden and suppressed. And when they come up, it's often frightening, because we don't realize how we are or what it's also in us. It's like gifts, and it is shaking. So this is for me, you know, this bird, like there's so much to explore in yourself. And this connection can help you, can shake you. And then see the balloons going up. So, and you had this connection with source as well, Antoinette, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And when you connect with source again and again, and going in the midst of all this adventure, you will be led to if you go this step. So this is still your decision if you would like to do this step. Have a look that you find quiet spots and moments for yourself where you connect with yourself, go to nature, where you're alone, where you can like digest and integrate all the new coming in your life. That you don't lose your balance in yourself, even when you're on an adventure trip. It is possible to have both the adventure and being in balance with ourselves, inside ourselves. This is what I got. So just reconnect it to yourself. Have a look that you, when you had this ride on the horse with him, the wild new thing, then after this one, take a moment for yourself and feel in how it felt. Because when you're on the ride, it needs all your presence to stay on the ride, to be in contact with him, with yourself, to not fall from the horse. You ask a lot of things, and then find your quiet moments here when you see just this quietness. To integrate what you have learned, that you are able to cope with a horse ride and full gallop, and you haven't fallen down, and you're with him there. So this is what I got for you, and just enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride, yeah, and know that it's not. There's so much more. There's so much more underneath that will come out, and I think this is what, you know. Don't get caught up in the sweeping off your feet, and don't let your feet get complete. Like, by all means, you know, lap it up and enjoy the ride. But try to keep your feet on the ground as well, because, like, you know, the horse is going through all this water and the water's just spurting everywhere, and there's so much happening. And the lure to adventure is so strong that, you know, sometimes we can just get taken away. So it's all about the, you know, enjoying both sides. So I hope that helps.
Yes.
Avi, I'm not sure how you pronounce your name, but I hope that gives you some sort of guidance going forward. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for trusting us. And enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride. Get strapped in.
The next one is Lauren.
Lauren?
I don't know if she's still there. We will do the reading anyway. If not yet, she will
come back and listen.
Yes.
And just to let everyone know, this will go up on our Facebook pages. So you can go back and you can listen as many times as you want to your reading. We will also post the recording on our YouTube channels, so you can also have a look there. So, all right. Okay. Yes, she's still there. Lauren is still there. So I don't think she had a specific question, did she?
No.
Okay, Lauren, thank you for joining us. Welcome. And we shall do a card for you, Lauren. So guidance. Whoa, that one just flew out. So October is the month of, you know, new beginnings and leadership and youth innovation. So in amongst that theme, Lauren, I have this card for you, Discovery. So you're going to be, so this is one of the cards from my deck. So Discovery, lying deep inside of me was a depth I could not see. So I think you're going to have a wonderful time discovering a lot, Lauren, about yourself. It's like you've got the shovel in your hand and you're ready to dig. and there's, you know, when you look at the picture, it's like, you know, there's already some grass there, and there's a lot for you to dig through, and the handle is red, so it's like it's hot, it's ready to go. It's ready to go. I'm picking up also a sense of adventure for you, Lauren, as well. It's like digging deep inside of you to actually find parts of yourself that you don't even know exist. So it's going to be a very innovative, new beginnings. I feel like you've shut some doors that you needed to, and it doesn't mean it was easy for you to shut them. But I feel like there's been a close in certain things, and when you close one door, another one opens. But whatever decisions that you made or actions that you took are going to harness this environment for you to be able to self-explore. So I don't know if perhaps you moved away from a person or a relationship or something, but there's a sense of freedom now that I'm feeling, that you have freedom to discover for yourself. You going to go on this path of self-discovery, and you're just going to be amazed as to what comes in for you. There's a real feeling of excitement. There's a real feeling of anticipation. There's a real feeling of exploration, I want to say, like exploring like every single layer. And I don't know if that means that you're going to take on something new, or whether it's just going to be time for you to dig deep within yourself and actually give yourself some time and explore into areas that I feel that you haven't even connected with. So there's so much. I feel like there's really a lot of excitement around it. I feel like it's yes, let's go, and there's a lot of incentive and motivation around it. So you're going to find some wonderful things, and I'm feeling a really, really good time for you this month, Lauren, going and exploring and learning and opening up new horizons and new opportunities coming in, because I feel like now you've made room for that. Whereas somewhere along the line, whether it was a relationship or a situation that you didn't have room for that, but now you feel like you've cleared that, closed that, and now you're just ready for the new to come in, and it's going to be really, really exciting for you. So very good card for you, Lauren. I will pass over to Kaija and see what she has to add for you.
So this card is called Anchoring, and I found it perfectly fitting with Antoinette's card. So here 3 words written. It's accepting, responsibility, and intuition. And I have the feeling also that you have done a lot of work already, and now you're sitting here and you're anchoring yourself in where you are now. After a lot of pain, you went through a lot of pain as well. What is always transforming, and when we heal it, so it can leave our system. And for me, it's like the universe is opening up for you now. Everything is here. It's there. You have a strong connection, and you're very protected as well. And it is like, what's next? I don't know, Antoinette, if you said that. So there's space for something new to come in.
Mm-hmm.
And it is like while you make your inner work and connecting with yourself and getting to know better who you are now, who you are really, this real Lauren who's coming out more and more, the universe is already creating.
Yeah.
The new is creating itself around you. You might not see it at the moment. You're in your bubble here, in your inside bubble. This is already creating and will come more and more into your life, and you will go more and more out here as well, or digging and exploring. And once more, the yellow is very active. This is
very masculine.
Masculine, the solar plexus chakra, and you will go in action, but out of this feminine center, of this being anchored in yourself. So what is written on this card here to embody this whole feminine energy you are in the world and make it materialize this, whatever will materialize through you. I don't know if you have already an idea what you want to create, or if it's more something is creating and you will get to know that when the time is ready. It will be part of it. You are already a part of it, if you know it or not.
Yeah, definitely. In that process of self-discovery, there's going to be creation. And if you look in, it's also about anchoring and grounding, because, we have this ground here and it's solid and it's, it's already starting. There's already some green shoots coming out. So, you've taken some steps already, and you've already planted some seeds, and they're already taking off, and it's very anchoring and fertile. Like it's ground waiting to the seeds to grow and to bloom and to move into creating something else. So there's a very creative aspect.
Energy. And very aligned as well. I feel
very aligned.
Very aligned with your universal plan.
Yeah, and very solid, like very grounded.
Yeah.
Very solid, building the strong foundations. You've gone through the steps to build those strong foundations so that your growth will be supported, your change will be supported, your creativity will be supported. So exciting time for you, Lauren.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, I hope that helps.
Enjoy that and what you can do really when you have moments of not knowing, insecurity, have a look what helps you to ground. Me, it's always going in nature, but maybe you have another technique. And the more grounded and anchored you in yourself, the more the creation will take place.
Yeah.
Really, as if it's creating itself through your energy.
Yeah. The more grounded, the stronger the foundation, the more supportive, and your strength and your security will be strong, and you'll be able to birth from that. I want to say you'll be able to birth from that space. So exciting times for you, Lauren. Thank you for joining us. It was lovely to meet you.
Bye.
Bye.
So the next one is Joe.
Joe.
And then we have to have a look, because then the time is normally over.
So I think, given the time, we probably only have maybe time for 2 more, for Joe and for Kavita.
Kavita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. So for any of you that have come on and have missed out on a reading, please come back next month and come in early, like closer to the beginning, because we actually do the list from in order of the people that write first, they want to comment. So yes, so if you missed out today, please come back next month and join us again, and come in early, and we will be happy to read for you. So for tonight,
watch out next month. Yes, I think too is good to do. Watch out for the time, as we have time changes. Then they may try and change once more next month. We will figure that out.
Yes, and it may have affected tonight as well, because of the time changes here in Sydney. So until everyone gets on board, and then now overseas will start changing times, and everyone will be confused. So we'll see how we go. Okay, Joe, thank you. So good to see you. It's been a while.
Yes.
Okay, Joe, I'm going to actually do a card from my deck for you, Joe. So, okay, in terms of October, card for Joe. Would you like to go first, or?
I can.
Okay.
So I have a beautiful card for you. And the name is it's Body and Unity. And the first information I get that this month you're really, really deeply asked to take care of your body. And that you will explore a way of self-love on a physical level you have never explored before. We know you're on your journey for a long time, and you have done a lot of work, and we know also from ourselves this work is never, never, never over. And this month it is really we are in Libra energy, and Venus is ruling Libra, so the planet of beauty, and Libra loves beautiful things, and it is like falling in love with your body. And I don't know how it is for you, and I can tell for myself that this is a lifelong journey for me. And a lot of women have problems with that because we have told to be in a way like we are not. And I get like writing a love letter to yourself, to the parts of your body you had problems with, or you were talked to or taught to, that they're not okay like they are from educators or from society. And the more you fall in love with your body and you accept how you are, and you get to know parts as well, you have a bit put aside because they were not so like you wanted them to be, or like you thought they have to be. There's a new spiritual gift coming in. There's something new coming in for you, Jill, this month, and it's coming through your body. And it's really, this unity is coming more in unity with yourself. And I get a deep peace when I connect with this energy. Coming in a deep, deep, deep peace in yourself with parts you were not in peace before. What is creating a really beautiful energy. It's a very deep energy. It's really like being comforted in your heart like you never were before. You do it by yourself. This is what I got, Antoinette, I give to you.
Okay, Joe. This is one of my beautiful, all my cards are beautiful, but this one is very beautiful too. So you've got ascension. And like I said, we know that you've been on the journey, like all of us, for a while. And, you know, the healing, the level of healing never stops. But I feel like you're going to have like a huge shift. And I can't get past the orange on this card. So sacral, you know, divine feminine. And it's yeah, like for me, it's embodying into the physical. So very much what Kai was saying about the body, embodying into the physical and shifting that frequency into the physical. So around the sacral, you know, around the divine feminine, and when you look at this picture, it's when I drew this drawing, it's like you're slamming the doors open. It's like the window is wide open and you're letting the light in. So I feel like you've had a bit of a shift in perhaps being allowing yourself to be more vulnerable and allowing the light to come, like it's the light's coming in the window, but it's like that you had a barrier it's like you had a blind, for want of a better word, that, you know, the window was shut. The light can represent a lot of things. It could be new opportunities. It could be a new relationship. It could be a number of things. But I'm just calling it the light right now. To me, it's like you're opening yourself up more. You're allowing more to come in, and it's almost like you physically you've woken up and you shifted, or this will happen this month if it hasn't happened already, and it's almost like you're going through the physical stance, the physical what's the word I want to say, process of opening a window, like getting up, you know, seeing the light coming in, the beautiful sun coming in, the beautiful light coming in, and just wanting to open that window and have that light just come on your face and just absorb it, and it's giving you so much joy, and it's giving you so much light that, yes, I want to have more of that. I want to have more of that. And to me, it's like, you know, leaving the barrier, like opening and, you know, being vulnerable, because, you know, being vulnerable is strength, and having more and more of that. And it's like, I want to show myself to the world. It's like, that's what I'm being told. Like, you know, so all the inner work, you know, that you've done in getting to this place, and there's a huge shift, if it hasn't happened already, it's coming, where you're just not going to, you're not going to stay behind the closed door. You're not going to stay behind the shutter anymore. And it's going to be, I'm proud of who I am, and I've shifted. Your vibrancy and your vitality and your divine feminine is like, I'm, you know, and that sassiness and that feisty and that, you know, that full of life is going to come through, and you're just going to let that light absorb into you, and you're going to push it out into the world. That's how you're going to push your love out into the world. So I'm a lot around divine feminine and you know, embodying who you are, and allowing that light to not stay behind the shutters, you know, but then also being open to what's outside, so that you're able to absorb the light from outside. So definitely a shift in your willingness to be vulnerable, and allowing that barrier to come down a bit, you know, so that you're able to show the beauty from inside, and also be able to receive the light from outside. So beautiful, beautiful cards.
Yes.
We're excited for you. Ooh, I feel something new coming, new opportunities.
Yeah.
You'll have to keep us updated.
Please keep us in tune what will happen, because I see a big shift as well.
Yeah, and just even Kaija's card, it's like she's glowing. Like there's a glowing, you know, the yellow, and then there's such a glow up in the sky as well. So it's all about letting your light shine, and allowing yourself to also absorb the light. All these beautiful stars
coming out of the heart, all the little hearts sending out in the universe, uniting the stars.
That's your universal love being sent out into the universe, Jo.
Yeah. Through you.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you for coming on. It was really good to see you. Yeah.
Keep in contact. Let us know what will happen.
Let us know. We're curious to know what's going to happen. Thank you for joining us.
So,
okay, lucky last.
Lucky last. And so for Anka and Katarina, please come back next month.
Yes,
come in
please.
earlier.
We're sorry we couldn't get to you. We're sorry we couldn't get to you, but please come back next month and join us.
So, Kavita. She wants to know if she will find another job because she lost her job.
Good job. Okay. The news tarot for you. Kavita.
And Donovan, if you're still there and want a reading next time as well, come in and write it.
Yes, please.
Please. But we need your permission. We don't do it without permission.
I've got a card yet for you, Kavita. It's, well, yeah. There we go.
You have one?
Yes, I do. It's taking a long time for you too. Interesting.
Interesting.
I think there might be a little bit of nervousness perhaps around getting it. But thank you so much for joining us, Kavita. It's really good to see you. Okay, so this one's from the Muse Tarot, and it's the Six of Materials. So as I've said before, I don't read tarot, but I'm going based on the images and what is coming. I was guided to use this deck tonight, so there's obviously messages for a few people from this deck. So when I look at this Six of Materials, so six is all around balance and harmony. And if you look at the first thing that I saw is this beautiful, magnificent flower here in the middle. So it's really difficult when something negative happens to us, like losing our job, and it's very, very difficult for us. It's a traumatic time, and we start to assess where we are in life and what we want, and sometimes it's very difficult for us to find a positive in something that happens to us. And we always say that these things happen to us, but these things actually happen for us. And I feel like even though it's, there's a lot of uncertainty and you've got some fear and some anxiety, will I get another job? Yes, you will. And you will need to look at, that you'll need to assess what it is that you want. These things happen for us, even though we think they happen to us, and we get sad and anxious and upset and worried and all those feelings that come with losing a job, because, sometimes our job is our identity, and we often lose out. When we lose a job, we lose ourselves, because it's like, what are we going to do, and what am I going to do, and all of that. And I think your question was, her question, is she going to find another job?
If she find a new job.
Yeah. So I think what your guides are wanting you to know is, like, to me, there's so much pink in this picture, and pink is around heart space. And I can't go past this huge, massive rose here that's right in the middle. And it's just shining all of its light from the centre. So the guidance I can give you, Kavita, is that go within yourself and look at what you really want to do. Take it as an opportunity for you to do some self-discovery and actually look at your heart space. I can't get past this huge flower here, this huge rose in the middle here. And it's like, because there's two, it's like, to me, it's like conflict between head and heart. And it's like there's two of you, and there's this part of you that is saying, oh, what am I going to do? And there's anxiety and and there's all that. And then there's this other part of you that's thinking, oh, maybe I can do something new. So there's like these two parts of you, but essentially what is in the middle is the heart space. So your guides are asking you to look at your heart and allow your heart to radiate to you what is the next step, which direction you want to go. And I feel like, just looking at, I don't know if you can actually see it, but there's like it's like a string here, and it's just going up into the universe. So it's like, I have a feeling that things are opening up for you, and you needed to not have that job for this to happen, so that you could open up and look at the much bigger picture that you can create. Like, from your heart, you can create many things. and not just one. So I feel like in the past you felt very limited or constricted, and it's like now from this one rose, so many different chains and opportunities are going to open up, and you're going to have, you know, not just one but multiple possibilities. You can produce multiple possibilities. Like, you know, it's almost like from one rose many can be birthed. So, but you need to sit in that center space. Like if you look at it's the middle between the two, and I feel like the two are your ego and your heart, you know, this constant conflict that all of us have with our mind and our heart space. And the rose in the middle is what's going to bring you to balance. It's what's going to bring you to the way that you need to go. And from that, you're going to burst. There's going to be so many different opportunities for you. And there's a lot of yellow in that card. So pink is the higher heart. So it's all about, you know, heart space. And then the yellow and the gold to me is representative of the universe, and it's also of the solar plexus and the divine masculine. But it's to me, it's like put your faith in the universe, and put your faith in your heart space, and come to realize that. So I think there's parts of you that are very conflicted. Like parts of you are quite sad that you've lost your job, but then there's another side of you that's maybe saying, okay, well, what can I learn from, you know, what is this going to open up for me? Why did this happen for me, you know, rather than to me? So opportunities are on the way, Kavita. So I shall push over to Kaija and see what she can add to it. I can see that she's smoking, so
Yeah, I will show you this card.
Another synchronicity.
I show you the card like this because you are here at the moment. You lost your job and you don't know what will come.
Yeah,
and it's on many levels. There's a financial aspect, and for sure, like feeling you have failed, that you lost a job. There's a lot of going on, and the first step is letting go all of that. And this is a bit work to do. And I show you what will happen then. And it's so in tune with Antoinette's card. And the card is called Let Go. And for me, this is the next step. What can happen when you let go of all what happened? And it's a process. It's always when we when life gives us something we don't want. And I hear that this was not your wish to lose your job. Then we have to cope first of all with the loss. If it's in a relationship, if something has passed away, an animal, a job, whatever, or even when we move houses, there is the first moment of grieving, of being in anger, of being sad, of not knowing. And this is what I wanted to show you. You're here, you don't know what will come now. And I found this card is something with Antoinette's card. First of all, the colors. And then something is arising, but you can't see it for this moment of time because you are here. And my hand is like the anger, the grief, the fear as well you're in at the moment. And this is what Antoinette said with two parts. For me, you're in this moment of time more in this part, or more connected with this part who is not in trust, who is not in seeing what a great opportunity this is to go a new way, and that something beautiful will come in your life. And that is okay that you're not there yet, because you have to let go of the other stuff before this new can arise. And it comes out of you, like Antoinette, it's more visible on Antoinette's card. But for me, this will arise when you discover that you are the flower there in the middle. This is you, this is your true nature. The both women on the card are parts of you being in conflict at the moment. The mind and the emotions as well. A lot of emotions coming out with losing your job. And then your heart that is shouting at you, yes, but something better will come. And you're not really open to hear that at the moment until you realize you are neither one of these parts nor the other one. You are the rose. And out of this rose, the other roses will arise, or this will arise. There's really a lot of similarity in these both cards. So just what I would give you like an advice to listen to all these voices and to take yourself serious with all what's going on in you, and not say to yourself on top, yeah, but be still now, don't be angry, don't be sad, don't be afraid, because something better will come. When you are afraid, when you are emotional, when you are angry, then have this for the first moment, have this, integrate this, let yourself feel what's going on in you, because it is real in this moment of time. And the other one will arise when you have passed through that path. You can't jump over it and say, yes, everything is fine, something new will come. And something new will come. This is sure. So, and I liked a lot what Antoinette told you, that that when one door is closing, there are mostly other doors, but you have to be open to see them, and to have to be open to see them, just you have to say goodbye to the closed door and not any longer try to open that, but say, okay, I have done my best and it hurt that this door closed and I feel the pain. And then you can move on, then you can turn yourself and make steps in other directions and see the open doors. Yeah.
Yeah, so important to allow yourself to feel that pain and not judge yourself for it, you know, because we can't let go of something if we're like, you know, if we don't acknowledge it. So, and it's okay to feel that loss or that grief or that attachment, you know. So go through your process, go through your steps.
Yes.
There are beautiful things. Look at all the beautiful colours.
Yeah. And I can tell you already that I'm outside, you know, we have this outside perspective that this door has closed is so perfect for you. You can't see it at this moment of time, and you're not asked to see it at this moment of time. But that what will come into your life is so much better for you.
Brighter.
Yes, brighter and richer. And if this door would still be open, you couldn't go to the new thing, job, project, whatever will come. But first of all, feel and go through what you're going through at this moment of time.
Allow yourself to do it.
Honor yourself with all this.
Definitely. Thank you, Kavita. I hope that gives you some guidance, and thank you so much for joining. You're very welcome.
Yes. Trusting.
Yes, definitely.
We will make photos of the cards and put them in your comments.
Mm-hmm. We will do
and
that.
set up. Antoinette, I will not set up the video. I have no time at the moment. Maybe you will set up the video as well.
Yeah, no problem. We can. I'll set up the video and I will post it on my Facebook with a link to YouTube so you can rewatch. Or you can rewatch as part of the replay of the live, so you can go back and watch your readings as many times as you would like. We'd like to thank everybody for coming and joining us. It's been a wonderful session again, and we always love to see, we always marvel at all the synchronicities and the themes, and especially when we have the same card, like similar cards, and we, you know, you can't make that up. So even if you try. So we love holding this space for you, and we thank you for trusting us. And if you would like to come and join our Wisdom Gathering Circle next Sunday at 7 p.m. Australia time, 10 a.m. Paris time, unless it's going to change again.
No, next week it's the same time. It's like
okay.
Next week.
Next week's good. and we can dig deeper into. We do some meditation together, hold space, and you know, we never know what's going to come up in those circles, because it's all intuitive, and we go with the flow, so to speak. So, and we just hold a special space for everybody to come in and feel safe and share and you know, gather wisdom from each other. So we just all support each other in that beautiful space. So, Kaija, do you have any other announcement?
Yeah, just to say, it's really a beautiful space to connect with other souls on the same path as well, to feel seen, heard, and be in a group. In normal life, we often feel a bit weird or different, and there we will come together. And our experience is that really it's such a simple and easy understanding of each other. And it's a really safe space and beautiful. We give you tools to cope with what's going on as well. And just have a look and get to know you better. This is what was our...
Yeah, we're always curious about who you are, you know, where you're from and what you're all about and what part of the journey you're on. And it's just an extra space where we have more privacy, where we're able to open up more and share. So
yeah, and as we said, it's donation based. So it's not, you can give what you can give, what you would like to give. It's not about money. It's about coming together and sharing this beautiful space.
That's right. And we just want to make it accessible to everybody. So that's why we've left it at by donations. So we would love to see you there.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
And if you have questions, you write one of us via our pages, or we will set up the announcement in the next days as well.
So keep an eye out on our Facebook,
our internet, our email addresses.
Yes.
And then I can say enjoy October.
Enjoy this beautiful month of new beginnings and holding space for each other and holding space for ourselves and being present, you know, and loving every part of ourselves, even our shadow, you know, and just being together in a place of universal love and balance and harmony. So best wishes to everyone. Thank you so much. Enjoy October, and we will see you for our next live first Sunday of November.
Wow. Watch out, the time changes.
Yes, watching for the time changes.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Bye for now. Thank you.